Sunday, December 16, 1883. Sri Ramakrishna was seated with M on the semicircular porch of his room at about 10 o'clock in the morning. The fragrance of gardenias, jasmines, oleanders, roses, and other flowers filled the air. The master was singing, looking at M. Thou must save me, sweetest mother. Unto thee I come for refuge, helpless as a bird imprisoned in a cage. I have done unnumbered wrongs, and aimlessly I roam about, misled by Maya's spell, bereft of wisdom's light, comfortless as a mother cow whose calf has wandered far away. Master. But why? Why should I live like a bird imprisoned in a cage? Fie! For shame! As the master said these words, he went into an ecstatic mood. His body became motionless, and his mind stopped functioning. Tears streamed down his cheeks. After a while he said, "O Mother, make me like Sita, completely forgetful of everything, body and limbs, totally unconscious of hands, feet, and sense organs. Only the one thought in her mind. Where is Ram?" Was the master inspired by the ideal of Sita to teach M the yearning that a devotee should feel for God? Sita's very life was centered in Ram. Completely absorbed in the thought of Rama, Sita forgot even the body, which is so dear to all. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Mr. Mukherjee, a relative of Pran Krishna, arrived in the company of a Brahmin well versed in the scriptures. Mukherjee: I am very happy to meet you, sir. Master: God dwells in all beings. He is the gold in all. In some places, it is more clearly manifest than in others. God dwells in the worldly minded, no doubt. But He is hidden there, like gold, under deep layers of clay. Mukherjee: Sir, what is the difference between worldly and otherworldly things? Master: While striving for the realization of God, the aspirant has to practice renunciation, applying the logic of neti neti. Not this, not this. But after attaining the vision of God, he realizes that God alone has become all things. At one time, Rama was overpowered by the spirit of renunciation. Dasharatha, worried at this, went to the sage Vasishtha and begged him to persuade Rama not to give up the world. The sage came to Rama and found him in a gloomy mood. The fire of intense renunciation had been raging in the prince's mind. Vasishtha said, "Ram, why should you renounce the world? Is the world outside God? Reason with me." Rama realized that the world had evolved from the Supreme Brahman. So he said nothing. Buttermilk is made from the same substance as butter. One who realizes this knows that butter goes with buttermilk and buttermilk with butter. After separating the butter with great effort, that is to say, after attaining Brahma Jnana, you will realize that as long as butter exists, buttermilk also must exist. Wherever there is butter, there must be buttermilk as well. As long as one feels that Brahman exists, one must also be aware that the universe, living beings, and the 24 cosmic principles exist as well. What Brahman is cannot be described in words. Everything has been polluted, like food that has touched the tongue. That is, everything has been described in words. But no one has been able to describe Brahman. It is therefore unpolluted. I said this to Vidyasagar, and he was delighted. But the knowledge of Brahman cannot be realized if the aspirant is worldly minded even in the slightest degree. He succeeds in acquiring this knowledge only when his mind is totally free from woman and gold. Parvati once said to her father, "Father, seek the company of holy men if you want the knowledge of Brahman."